I think I'm back on now. Um, that's weird. Or- 'cause I know the past couple days I've had some issues, but I don't know if that's just me having issues or it is everyone else. Looks like possibly everyone else as well. All right, so let's take a look at what I can do to prevent that from expert. Let's try using that. Hopefully this will work now. Looks like everything's stable again. Okay, excellent. Okay. Um, seems good. Okay, good. I'll run it again.
Dear True Psychic Tales.
I don't think I could fast forward through it. So, uh-oh, happening. Oh no. Well, it crashed. Note to self: don't touch controls while the movie's going. But basically, it just summarizes what happened in um, Rhombus of Ruin, which was a VR only game. From what I understand, it was quite short, but it does play into some of the storyline in this game. So I guess I'll run that again. Hopefully this time I won't have the connection issue. Love the opening credits; they're so good. Yay! Yeah, Unreal Engine. I don't know why. I'm just reading things on a screen right now. I'm still a little bit brain dead from the weather, but yeah. Um, I'll run the video again, but I think yeah, this is also good to note. It's Psychonauts 2 contains artistic interpretations of serious mental conditions including addiction, PTSD, panic attacks, anxiety, and delusions. There are also images that may be upsetting to people with dental phobia. Oh yeah, very first level is yeah. These conditions are usually presented in a lighthearted or even comical manner, but might still be distressing to some players. Ultimately, Psychonauts 2 is a game about empathy and healing. If you find yourself experiencing a negative reaction to this content or need mental health resources, please visit takethis.org/mental health resources. Yeah, I 100% agree with this. Yeah, it's yeah. I couldn't agree more. So I'll run this again, hopefully without errors this time.
Dear True Psychic Tales magazine, it's me again, Rasputin Aquato. I know I write a lot, and you haven't printed any of my True Psychic submissions so far, but this one's different. This one's true. I just helped rescue Truman Zanotto, the grand head of the Psychonauts, and father of Lily Zanotto, my girlfriend. Although the term is still very fresh and might need fact-checking before we go to print. There was a kiss, but... Okay, I'm already getting off track. Let me start at the beginning. I grew up in the circus, the Aquato Family Circus, a ragtag little caravan of acrobats run by my parents. We were taught all our lives to hate and fear psychics, or fortune tellers as we knew them, all because of some old thing where they cursed the Aquatos to die in water. Problem is, I am psychic. I have been all my life. I hid my powers from my family, practicing them in secret, until one fateful night. After a show, a mysterious stranger handed me a brochure for Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp, a training facility for psychic kids, operated by the international espionage agency we all know as Bum Bum Bum, the Psychonauts. I ran away from home that night. When I got to Whispering Rock, I blended in seamlessly with the other campers. Superstar secret agent Sasha 9 and Mia Vodello taught me levitation and Psy Blast. I learned pyro and telekinesis from Ford Cruller himself. He was all over camp. Literally all over, due to his ability to teleport. He even took up psychic residence in my head, which I could prove to you if you had a piece of bacon. Needless to say, things were going great. The one little catch was that the head coach of the camp was stealing campers' brains and putting them inside armored death tanks that I guess he was going to use to take over the world or something. I went into his mind and found out he just had some issues with his father. I mean, who doesn't, right? Now he's okay. Not great, but okay. Just as Ford Cruller was making me an honorary psychonaut for all my hard work, word came in that Truman Zanotto had been kidnapped. So my fellow psychonauts and I jumped in a jet, set out to find him. Our search led us to an abandoned underwater outpost of the psychonauts in a dangerous part of the ocean, known as the Rhombus of Ruin. We found Truman there, held captive by Dr. Lobato, unlicensed dentist and amateur brain surgeon. We freed Grand Head Zanotto, but he's got Silurium poisoning and can't tell us what happened. We know Lobato wasn't acting alone, but he won't tell us who hired him to kidnap Truman. Agent 9 has an idea how to get the information, using an elaborate psychic construction implanted in Lobato's mind. It's risky, but that's just a way of life when you're a psychonaut. If I don't make it back, I really hope you consider publishing my letter. And also, please consider the sample layout and illustrations I included. Well, I better get my head in the right place. The mission is about to begin.
Yeah. All right. Now we can start. Yeah, the menu is pretty. The UI in this game is pretty good. The level of detail that they put into this game for everything is just so good. You're gonna hear me say this a lot, just because I'm still in, like, not that I'm in shock of how great it is, but I'm still in, like, in shock of, I guess, how good it is. Yeah. I wasn't expecting it to be bad, but I'm just glad it was, like, still good, if not better than the original one was.
Yesterday, with my help, the Psychonauts rescued Truman from the underwater lair of Dr. Lobato.
Do let me know if the audio is too low, either my voice or the game.
Today,
hopefully the level should be alright.
Find out who hired Dr. Lobato to kidnap Truman Zanotto. My name is Raz, and today is my first official day on the job.
Oh, good. Sounds good. Awesome.
Everything okay in here, Raz?
Oh, hey, Lily. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I've dreamed about working at Psychonauts headquarters all my life. I just thought it would be more, you know?
Come on, we're going to be late for the Morale Corral.
And that's how we managed to raise profits, the 900% this quarter. That's right. Thank you.
And that brings us to our next topic.
Sasha, still have the talking turtle?
Maury.
Sorry, I just like the clapping.
It's now time to give out the award for Employee of the Year. The prize for this year's award is an all-expenses-paid tropical vacation.
Ooh.
Oh, I hope it's me.
The winner of this award may be one of our newest members, but he's also one of our most improved. Congratulations to Caligosto Loboto!
What? Way to go, Cal. You're gonna love this vacation package. I'm jealous.
I've never won anything. Oh, been on a vacation. I don't have to go on a boat, do I?
No, darling.
Woo!
All you need to do is get this vacation request approved by your supervisor.
What?
Just a formality. You just need to get this form signed by your boss.
My boss?
Yes, darling. Or you could just tell us who your boss is and we could...
No.
Maybe he doesn't want this tropical vacation after all.
Get back. I want it. I'm Employee of the Year.
Yes, you are, darling. Now off you go. Get that form signed by your boss.
The person who hired you.
The person you work for.
Okay.
Hurry up, before I take that vacation myself.
Rasputin?
I'm on him.
Keep up with him, Raz, and he'll lead you straight to his boss.
That's right. I don't have any skills yet. I forgot.
We'll try to head him off.
Be careful, darling.
Stay close to him, Raz.
Don't freak him out.
Remember to act casual.
I am acting casual.
Like how the boss's
But
office
that-
like don't know where it
I
is.
said I love Casual Friday. Am I right? Attention. The tooth is loose.
Don't lose him, Raz.
Now I can run.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
I think he suspects something. He's taking countermeasures.
Just remember your basic training, soldier.
Right.
Are you following me? You are following me. This was all a trick. I'm not Employee of the Year. I'm the greatest dentist of our century.
All agents, the tooth has gone bad. Repeat, the tooth has gone bad.
Maintain pursuit, Rasputin.
We are in position to intercept.
Roger.
Looking for me? Well, come and get me. Why are you taking so long? I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation you're in.
Hey, you're not supposed to walk that way.
Posters! Coach!
No time for small talk, soldier. The enemy is on the move. But we've got him cornered. This way. Quick! Hurry! We
Yeah,
can't
it's
let him
the level
take us.
design in this game is
Before the
so good.
procedure, it's very important that we clean out your dentist hat. You don't want any dirty. Go away!
Figments. How they tell you a total? So there's 80 figments in this level. I believe I can get most of them on the first run. I may have to come back with different abilities
Get
later
this
on.
giant tooth off of me.
I can't lift that tooth.
There's a door up there. We just need to make some sort. Finally. Great job following orders, Private.
Lots of figments of Robato's imagination in here.
When you see
And if
a
anyone wants me to
figment,
go back
sign
and
up,
backtrack
soldier.
somewhere or check something out, let me know.
Coach, there were no teeth in Sasha's plan.
That's what I told him. But he's all, no weapons, Maury.
No, I mean Sasha's implanted mental construct was just business office.
Oh,
This dental stuff. That's the real Dr. Lobato.
Sasha's implant must be breaking down. We better double time it and decommission that dentist.
Should we investigate the area?
No, this area is FUBAR. We need to bug out.
Yep.
I thought the big tooth was upsetting. Well, let's soldier through, Private. Unzip that dental door. Good job, soldier.
What's that light?
Uh-oh. Zip it back up again. Zip it. Ah!
There. Now that your cap is clean, let's check out those choppers. If I didn't know better, I'd swear this place had gremlins. No problem. I'm sure I can do this in the dark.
Coach, this room is definitely not in Sasha's plan. In fact, I think it's a trap.
No.
That's just a sensor. Everybody has those. Live in your mind and stamp out things that don't belong.
Like us?
You handle this one. I'll find a way out. Just have to do your thing with the dental door here. Ugh. Yeah, I can't even look at it.
Sounds like there's some emotional baggage nearby. I should try to get that sorted.
Oh yeah, this is going to be annoying. At some point there is a sort of an ability thing you can get that magnets stuff closer to you. Until I get that, I'm just going to be cursing this entire time, so I do apologize ahead of time for that.
Hey,
Come here, you.
that's one of Dr. Lobato's phones. I should try to catch it. Could be high-value intel inside.
Someone gives him money and a passport and map to get to the Rhombus of Ruin. Set up a lab there. Working on the fish. Making them workers, I guess. This must have happened in the Rhombus of Ruin, because this wasn't in the first one. Oh, that's cool. All the figures.
Yes, got the duffel bag tag. Sounds like there's some.
Yay! I think that's everything here.
Coach, is this normal? Do Sasha's mental scenarios usually break down like this?
Never. There's something screwy going on in this brain. The sooner we get out of it, the... Hey, see what you can find that way. See you on the other side.
Looks like some sort of conference room in here.
Oh.
Rasputin, is that you? I need...
I'm coming, Sasha. I should try to get that sorted.
Rasputin, careful. It's a...
Aha! Here's the Hatbox tag.
Someone is helping him. He could... Thank you, Rasputin. Please, let's get clear of this aggressive...
Sasha, how is Lobato breaking through the office construct?
He couldn't be doing this on his own. He must be getting help from someone even more... sinister. Get ready, Rasputin. not providing any. Keep moving forward.
Sasha!
I've got the situation under control. Just find us a way out of here, quickly.
Yeah, don't bother with them little mooks. You want to go for the gold. You gotta grab the big boys. Help me carry this one, will you, Frankie? Ah, they got me too, Frankie. The mooks.
There we go.
Did you even brush before you came in here today? Honestly, it's a mess in there. Here, rinse and spit. Get out everything that doesn't belong.
Oh no, not back in the trap.
Trap?
Coach? Coach, where'd he go?
Oh, well, that's a good sign.
What is it?
That is a regret. If Lobato has regrets, then maybe there's a way we can still get to him. Let's get out of here and find Lobato.
I love the new enemy designs
Regret's dangerous.
and the names
Oh,
for it.
yes, extremely.
Finding them are a
Take
bit
care of
annoying,
that one,
but
will you, while I find an exit.
I do like the variety. It's not just the sensors anymore. Hold on, sorry. Just a bit of a dry throat. And I'm back. Oh. Oh yeah, it's definitely like heyday rare like level of it only gets better from here. Like this level's awesome and great, but there's like so much more. And this is on Xbox Game Pass right now at the moment.
Fortunately,
That's
I
how I'm
can't
playing it.
find a way out of here
So.
anywhere.
Sasha? How long has that golden door been there?
Golden what?
Did somebody say gold? Frankie, here's our chance for revenge.
Oh, not these guys.
I'll keep looking.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I didn't know that you could lock on to things the entire time I played through, so that would have been very helpful.
I'm coming to see you, Ma.
Rasputin, you see what you can find through that door. I'm going to stay here and attempt to repair my construct.
Double check that there's no new pigments. I don't think there is. I think I got everything. Becoming more teeth. Ugh.
Oh, this is not getting any better.
Raz! Is that you? Come down here!
Lily, I'm coming! Uh-oh, slippery.
Hurry up, Raz!
Here I come!
Still got that water phobia, huh?
It's not a phobia, it's a curse. Back in Grulovia, my whole family was cursed to die in water, and...
Yeah, super sad. Look at these posters! I think someone else planted these in Lobato's mind to intimidate him.
And make sure he didn't tell us who hired him to kidnap your dad.
Let's get rid of them. Maybe it'll help. Help me burn these posters, Raz. I feel bad about not recycling these. Even though they're
catch up to Lobato.
Okay, I'll catch up after I make sure these posters are all burnt.
You and I had a moment, am I right?
We're not here to hurt you. We just want to know who hired you to kidnap Truman Zanotto.
Why can't you just let it go? All's well that ends well, right?
So I didn't know if I had to burn every single one of these posters when I first played,
Sounds like there's
and I
some
did.
emotional baggage here.
It took a lot longer than I expected to, and I got nothing for it, so I'm not gonna do it now.
Who are you protecting?
Myself.
I think I hear some emotional baggage nearby.
Do I have the purse tag? I wonder if I have the purse tag.
I need the purse tag
No.
here.
Okay, I'll get it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I did it. I take it back if I could. Was that you screaming? Or me? Doesn't matter. Listen, we all have our doubts and regrets. But it's too late to turn back now. Understand? What we have to do now is finish the extraction.
Lily, I think Lobato is starting to have doubts.
Duh, they're right over there. Luckily, they're highly flammable. You take care of them while I find a way out, okay? Careful, Raz. Those things can really slow you down. Go, Raz! Nice one, Raz.
Yeah, Cytanium is the currency in this game. Cypops is like a health thing you can use as you go along.
That's right, Raz. No more doubts.
But you have to manually use it. Come here, you regret. Come here. Yeah.
Hey, Raz, doesn't this painting look familiar?
Get away from me, you scary little girl!
Think we should burn it?
Oh, you haven't changed, have you?
Come on, just tell us who hired you to kidnap my dad.
Oh, this is really personal for you, isn't it?
You better believe it is.
Well, I'm sorry if you were offended.
That does it. I'm burning this guy.
Wait, wait. I'll tell
Double
you.
checking.
Yes?
Was no one. No one hired me because I didn't do anything.
Oh, brother.
It was an accident.
You've got to be kidding me.
Your father got lost and ended up in the rhombus of ruin on accident.
Ugh.
And I was just trying to help him rest while we waited for you to come save him.
Nice try.
Oh, I don't even care anymore. Do your worst.
Oh, no, you don't.
I think I just did.
Mia?
Yes, darling?
Nothing.
Did you forget everything I taught you about levitation, Rasputin?
No. Your thoughts can lift you up if you focus.
Better hurry before we hit the ground. There you go. Woo-hoo. Now let's get out of here. Lobato needs our help.
Yes. Wait, help Lobato.
Someone really did a number on that poor thing.
Sorry, I just checked my phone for a message there really quick. Alright, let's see. So I know that area we can't get to yet. That's got the purse tag. Okay.
Don't forget to float, darling.
Oh, wait, this is the purse tag. Oops. Unfortunately, they've nerfed the levitation in the first game, but I can understand why. It was really, really overpowered in the first one.
Look how full of doubts poor Calicosto is.
Oh god. I do like how the fire is sort of centralized now. Before it was like picking its a random target. You couldn't really tell other than like a little warping of the area.
Over here.
If I can get this figment on my way. Yeah. Oh, no one. Yeah.
Mia, the mission is falling apart. We've lost control of Lobato.
There's a little chaos on every mission, Raz. A psychonaut must always remember how to roll with it. You remember how to gather your thoughts and roll with them, right?
Yeah. Roll.
Hurry, Rasputin.
Nice. First try.
This is not my kind of party. Ah!
Mia? Mia, I'm coming.
Oof.
Yep. Mia? Where are you? Sasha, I can't reach Mia. I think she's been dementostrated.
Menstruated. Huh?
Sasha? Coach? Lily? Oh no. Suitcase tag. Gotcha.
All right. Let's see.
Yep.
I think I have 71 of 80, so I have 9 more to get. Hopefully the 9 is just getting up here.
What was I supposed to do again?
It's him. I've got to stop him.
No. I put the over and in the ocean. Put the box in the basket. In the basket. No, that's not it. I put the whole egg in the box in the basket and the egg. No. I put the egg in the box and the... No. No. The box. No. I put the old box.
That's it.
And
I think I've
Yeah.
got every figment in this mine.
I put the egg in the box and the... No. I put the egg in the box and the box in the basket and the basket in the ocean. No. That's not it. Put the old box in the basket and the egg in the ocean.
You put the egg in the basket, and the old egg in the box in the ocean.
Simple.
And if you tell anyone about me, anyone at all, you'll have to deal with her.
No, not her. Please don't make me look at her again. No, no. I won't tell. I won't tell anyone. I promise. No, please.
How's everyone doing so far? I realize I don't really... I mean, sometimes I talk and try to engage audience. I realize I don't a lot because I get distracted. I'm attempting to be better.
No, not her. I won't tell.
That bozo's brain was booby-trapped.
Yes, whoever hired Lobato to kidnap Truman knew he might be psychically interrogated.
The poor thing looks terrified.
Did anyone get a good look at his boss?
I saw him, but I couldn't tell who he was. And I saw something else.
Nice coffee break.
I saw the thing
Had a
that terrified Lobato.
Small coffee earlier to help perk me up for this stream.
Dressed in black fur. She was floating over the ruins of a city, and she was commanding serpents of water. There was something familiar about her.
Rasputin, I'm going to show you a picture.
That's her! Wait a second. I thought I recognized her. True Psychic Tales issue 43. She's on the cover.
Maligula.
The Deluge of Grulovia.
Maligula? She's been dead for 20 years!
Fort Crawler killed her himself.
A battle from which he never truly recovered.
She was a monster, a ruthless, power-hungry psychic who drowned hundreds of her own countrymen. Nevertheless, she still has her loyal followers to this day. This file documents recent activity believed to be the work of these modern-day delusionaries.
What are they up to?
Well, it's ridiculous, really. There's no scientific basis to... necromancy.
What?
They're trying to bring her back to life?
It's silly, darling, but if they believe they can do it, they might do some dangerous things.
Mia, have you considered the other disturbing fact in all of this? That unstable character.
Could never kidnap the grand head of the Psychonauts without help? Yes.
You mean...
There's a mole in the Psychonauts.
You think this is a mole, you're dumber than you look.
Approaching the mother lobe.
Yeah, and if I'm not talking a lot, it's because I'm trying to not talk over cutscenes or other people talking. It's yeah, no. I'll talk more in the game, in the levels once I get control again.
Agent Forsyth, why did you deny us intel when we hailed the Mother Lobe?
What are you talking about, Agent 9?
We were on a mission to rescue the grand head of the Psychonauts. When we called for assistance...
I never heard any call. Who did you talk to? Is he all right?
We won't know for sure until we get that squirrel tested for rabies.
This is our kidnapper.
Clearly, he had help on the inside.
Impossible. A mole in the Psychonauts?
We have reason to believe delusionists are involved, and they're trying to bring back Malicula.
What?
I know. Isn't it great? The Psychonauts haven't had this kind of a threat in years.
Can someone help me with my dad? He's still acting funny.
Truman!
Let's get him inside so he can lie down.
I'll see what I can find out in my meditation chamber.
I'm taking Lobato to my office for further interrogation.
I'm gonna talk to Otto about our military options.
Does that make anyone else a little nervous?
Who are you?
I'm Raz. Rasputin? I'm, your newest Psychonaut?
How's that?
Ford Cruller, he gave me a badge. I've been kinda helping out.
Listen, kid. Agent Cruller is a hero. But he's not operating at 100%. He can hand out all the merit badges he wants, but he doesn't have the authority to commission Psychonauts.
But you can, right? You're Hollis Forsyth, lesser head of the Psychonauts? True Psychic Tales 146. You and Truman fought the Noodler together.
I prefer the title Second Head. If the other agents vouch for you, I might be able to get you a spot. In the intern program. But don't be late for orientation. I hear the coordinator's a real brainbuster. Welcome to the Mother Lobe.
Hey, is it okay if I go up into the main headquarters now?
I'm sorry, little boy, but there just aren't any school tours today.
What? I'm an intern. Agent Forsyth gave me this.
Really? Let's check your head in the fingerprint reader, please. Well, I'll be doused. Welcome to the intern program. Let me get you your orientation materials.
Yay, I have a pause menu now.
Wow. That picture really captures my startled side. Ooh, looks like I
Oh yeah,
can
they added
choose where to
upgradable
focus my energy and upgrade my powers.
stuff
Very
to each skill now. I think I maxed out. I think I maxed out a skill that I don't have yet first before I did anything else.
Gotta keep track of all the places I've been here.
Mission
I'll
log.
keep my to-do list here.
I didn't realize there were maps in this game until I was at the very, very end of the game. Like, huh, okay. It actually has a list of everything. Not that I didn't assume that it had it, but I just never bothered looking for it. So I was just too excited to play the game. I was not looking at, I didn't want to look at menus as much as I could.
Scanning for fingerprint. Access granted.
Wow! I can't believe I'm really here! Psychonauts headquarters! Ow!
Sorry, new ball.
Wow! I do anything to help, Lily?
Yeah, keep me from killing Jared here. I know too many of his weak points.
I'm sure they'll let you up soon.
I need to get up there right now so I can start Dad's psych herb therapy.
Why won't they let you upstairs?
I don't know. Psychic sanitation or something?
They put me in the intern program. Are you in there too?
Raz, I've been training here since before I could walk. I tested out of all that stuff.
This mole stuff is weird, huh? What's gonna happen?
Oh, please. I've been around here my whole life, and trust me, nothing ever happens.
Do you remember the last time you said that? I'm sure your dad's going to be okay, Lily.
Raz, I don't know. He just feels all wrong. I'm worried all that Silurium we found him with in the Rhombus of Ruin did some damage.
Hey, can we?
What?
Nothing. Don't you know some secret passages around here you could use?
Tons of them. But everyone's got mole madness right now, so everything's on double lockdown.
Are you sure there's nothing I can do to help?
Well, actually, would you mind if I... Could I just...
Anything.
Can I just punch you in the shoulder really hard?
Of course.
Ugh. Thanks. That helped.
Anytime. Well, I better get to intern orientation.
You'll like Hollis, I think. She's strict, but deep down, she's really serious.
Okay.
I do apologize if the farming of these things could take a while. I want to be able to get a bit of a stockpile going. Because every time I come back to this area, it does refresh. Oh. Max capacity already? Oh, that's right. It starts at 100.
By 14 inches?
No, that's legal.
Wait, in the paper I've been using.
Have a look around. Great idea. Let's make a side challenge marker and get you ranked up. I can tell you are an intern, staff member, visitor, or intruder of great taste.
Yeah, so these are the pins. They mess with the your scales a bit, like they add different features. What color? Blue, green, or red? I'm gonna go with... I'll go with blue.
Excellent choice.
So much cool stuff in there. I'll come back later for the rest of it.
Now I got a point. I can put it in towards something. I think I'm gonna hang on to it actually. Wait for the...
Hey kid, you didn't take the toilet plunger, did ya? Hey kid, you didn't take the toilet plunger, did ya?
Wow. Here they are. The Psychic Six. The group of paranormal experts Ford Cruller gathered together to form the Psychonauts. I read all about them in True Psychic Tales #1. Tragically, none of them were the same after fighting Maligula in the deluge of Grulovia.
Hold on.
Less tragically, but still upsetting, my mom used that issue of True Psychic Tales to line the floor of the world's smallest horse trailer.
Did you see the way Agent Forsyth stormed through here?
If she doesn't find a way to let off some steam soon, she's going to crack.
She needs a vacation.
Hey, don't we all?
I'm hoping that the frame rate is fine, because I just saw my preview in OBS. It was a little bit stuttery.
Think she can talk to me like that?
I'm gonna check this a bit. Probably helps if I actually.
Excuse me, but do you know where intern orientation is?
Second floor, past the classroom.
Thanks.
If you pass the restrooms, you went the wrong way.
What, are we recruiting from kindergartens now?
Huh. I wonder why it's so stuttery. I mean, I could turn it down a bit, I guess. I don't know if it's gonna make that much of a difference, but
Doesn't that helmet get in the way of your mental waves?
No, it's A4.
I guess it's all right. It's not.
Some new gadgets available in my shop for testing.
Huh.
I mean for purchase. They're
Seems a bit off,
totally
but
safe. Not available to interns, obviously.
okay. Anyway, here. All right, we're back in it.
Will the new kid, whose name I've already forgotten, come up to my office immediately, before I forget why I let you into the intern program?
We've got Psycores, Psypops, and the ever-popular Dream Fluffs here.
Hey, look out!
Oh,
I think it's also. I think it's because I'm. Wait, disk space available. Why is it?
Did he hurt you, baby?
I'm not a baby.
Huh.
Yeah, you are. Question is, who's this new kid?
my name is Raz, and I'm the new intern.
That's ridiculous. I didn't ask for a new intern. Intern program's full. Sorry, kid.
He is clumsy. He'd probably get us all killed.
And he's mean.
Well, kid, we give it a fair shot, and it looks like it just didn't work out. Better luck next year.
Guys, quit picking on the new kid. We were all new once, in case you forgot. I think he'll fit in just fine. In fact, I think he'll look cute in our uniform. Let's take him to the closet.
Yeah, I'm seeing some rendering issues.
Hey, you okay
I'm gonna
there,
try and
Rusty?
adjust some of the stuff
What's the
in a
hold
second.
up?
It's Raz. I was just wondering, if there's an intern uniform, how come you guys aren't wearing it?
Oh, well, we're level 2. Now just hand out your clothes and we'll get you that uniform.
Can't you hand me the uniform first?
No, silly. We need to take your clothes and measure them so we can get you a uniform that fits.
Unless you want us to come in there and measure you.
No. Here you go. Just hurry up, okay? It's cold in here and I'm practically naked. Uh-oh. Guys? Oh, come on! This is embarrassing in so many ways.
Okay, so with that, I'm gonna just quickly take a look at something, figure out where this issue is coming from. Hopefully that should help with that. Do is I'll change this because I think I'm streaming in 720 anyways. I'm just gonna turn this to 720 as well. Ah, borderless, that's why. Windowed, full screen. See, game capture. Center this. Isn't really on the Game capture. Locked. That's transform it to screen. There we go. So hopefully it should be a bit smoother on the output end. Here's hoping. I think now get away with. That seems a bit better. It looks a little bit fuzzy, but I think that's just because of the resolution. But it does look a lot smoother, so hopefully this is good enough and no one has major complaints about things. If they do, then let me know and I'll try and fix it again. But I think it's because of the game itself, and then
There's a narrow slot, and I don't think I can fit through it.
I'm trying to like render it at the same time or stream it.
I don't have a key.
There's a key. Oops. Up here again. Oh. I'm just not jumping at this rate. There we go.
Aha! I'll bet this key goes to that supply chest I found. I don't know the code. Rats! Oh, sorry, Harold. You're absolutely right. I should think about how I'm using that word. What is it, Harold? Do you know the code? Is the code in there, Harold? I'm too big to go in there. If only I could see what you see in there. Hey, that reminds me.
Clairvoyance.
Time to see the world as you see it, Harold.
They did a really good job with the clairvoyance this time. Not that they didn't do it before, but they added so much extra little stuff to it.
Oh no.
How did I get in here then? Oh.
We got him right where we want him, and yet we still can't extract the information we need.
Have you tried the Corpus Calloserator?
Of course, no effect.
Sasha, you have to let me do more. You know it's because of me that...
Otto.
I mean, if I hadn't...
Not a word, Rasputin, until I find you some new clothes. Sorry if the fit is a little off. They're the smallest clothes I had.
Now, tell us again how you ended up outside in your underwear.
Oh, you know, I was sort of going undercover. Just like you did, Agent Mentalis, in True Psychic Tales number 62, when you used your defibrillator to hypnotize 16 trans troopers at once.
Oh, please. That old yarn? Oh, they embellished so many details in that version. But in fact, it was 17 troopers. Well, love to chat, but I gotta make like a brain and bounce. If you're ever looking for just the right tool for the job, come see me in my workshop. Even the best psychonauts require a little assistance now and then.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Rasputin, I need to get back to the matter at hand.
Oh, no. I didn't bend the spoons, Mommy. Ooh, I love going through the car wash.
Oh, and don't worry about the other interns, Rasputin. Initiation Initiation rituals are a common method for a specialized social group to integrate foreign elements while preserving the social exclusivity of that group. Understand?
Hey, this is just like the brain tumbler you had at...
If you would just cooperate with our investigation.
Hey, what's this thing?
Stay away from that, please. Everything is tuned to my precise head size and shape. I'm afraid a head like yours would damage the machine irreparably.
Hey, kid.
Hi.
Hey, little agent.
Oh. Yeah, if they have that clairvoyance icon over their head, they show you a secret area that has a bunch of titanium. And I learned that not too late, but didn't realize it until a bit later in the game. So that's why it's like, okay, cool.
That was a dirty trick you pulled. I want my clothes back.
You know, you're right. I'm sorry. And I'm going to make it up to you. I'm going to let you finish my asset recovery mission.
Why do I feel like I'm gonna end up naked in a closet again?
My intern assignment is to track down this list of missing Psychonaut assets. Mission critical assets.
So, like a scavenger hunt?
If you think like a child, you will do a child's work. Finish this mission, and we'll know you're ready for your clothes back.
This looks like a good place to track my side missions.
So I hit a point of no return in the game, and I was missing 3 of these things. So.
I need more pins. I need all the pins. Hey, Sam. Aren't you not supposed to tap the glass?
No, it's the opposite. You're supposed to tap on the glass to keep their heart rates up. In this predator-free environment, their heart rates get dangerously slow.
Huh.
Plus, they love it. I mean, look at them jump.
Not sure why you can still hear Lobato and Sasha all the way out here, but
I'm really late to intern orientation now. I better get to the class right away. That person's aura is telling me their perspective on the world is especially worth seeing. With clairvoyance.
Big Ed.
Hi.
Huh?
Almost had it. I just need to focus a little longer with my clairvoyance.
don't see where the huh.
All interns, please report to my office for your mentorship.
These new pins, the very latest.
Okay, so I need to be level 8 and 200 titanium. Okay.
Come back anytime.
I should be able to get that within this next area.
Hot! What do you mean my psychomax battle bot is cut?
Austerity measures, Oleander. Every department is affected.
Aha.
Ah, got some intern credits.
Experts agree. It's just not safe to use Claire.
Get a hold of yourself, Oleander.
Go on fighting Maligula without my battle bot, cheapskates.
Hey, I'm with you. Letting him build a battle anything is probably a bad idea.
Oh, right. New intern. Thought I told you not to be late. Doesn't matter. You need a mentor. Let me see who's left.
Ooh. Am I helping Mia? Or Sasha on a mission?
No. You're in the mailroom. Your mentor is Nick Johnsmith.
Mailroom? Nick Johnsmith? I've never heard of an Agent Johnsmith.
Nick's not an agent. He's not even psychic. He's just good at sorting mail. You'll love Nick. Everybody does.
But the mailroom?
Ford Cruller himself worked in that mailroom. You could learn a lot there. For one thing, how to be on time. Okay, I've given you Thinkerprint access to the mailroom. Now scoot. I've got a base to run and a budget to balance.
I didn't know you were a doctor, Agent Forsyth.
I'm not. I dropped out after a year of interning at Our Lady of Restraint Neurological Hospital. I ran into some unfortunate roadblocks there. And when Truman Zanotto personally asks you to join the Psychonauts, you drop what you're doing and pack.
Probably she just lets me destroy her office like this.
Harold, what have you found out about the mole? Nothing? Hey! How's your dad?
Terrible! I gotta go get him some therapy plant stats.
How'd you get that hatch open?
Oh, it's got a fingerprint combination. I can teach it to you. Come here. It's more than just a number. You kinda have to feel it. Do you feel it?
Yes.
Good. Tell anybody you got it from me, and you're dead. Bye!
Otto's Brainly Network, the Autobahn.
Almost had it. I just need to focus a little longer with my clairvoyance.
Scanning for Thinkerprint. Access granted.
Mr. John Smith? Hello? New intern here.
Should I tell somebody? I don't want to get poor Nick in trouble. How could Nick let it get like this?
Everything okay in here?
Who are you?
I'm, Nick John Smith's new intern.
Oh, so you're the one not sorting all this mail.
Wait!
Better get all this mail sorted, quick! You're making Nick look bad.
This is... Oops.
This package is addressed to Truman Zanotto. Hey, this might be important. I'd better bring it to Truman. Technically, this is official Psychonauts business. I'll take that card. I love these things. Can't leave this card lying around.
Might actually be able to get that magnet pin before I get to the first level. That'll be nice.
Heavy. What the heck did Truman order here?
How's everyone doing so far? Everyone's doing good? Stream quality's okay? Friday, hopefully not busy.
Ouch! That did some damage. Come on, Rasputin. Precious cargo.
Looking good, good. Feeling good, yeah, that's even better.
What the?
Hey, you guys gotta check this out. The new kid killed Nick.
He's alive, but he's brainless.
What kind of sick monster would steal Nick's brain? I mean, Nick!
Maybe he saw something he shouldn't have.
But why keep his body alive?
And why mail it to the Grand Head of the Psychonauts?
It could be a warning.
Hey guys, does the Lady Luctopus Casino mean anything to you?
Isn't that where we sent Agent 33?
To investigate suspected delusionist activity?
Agent 33 is 2 days late with her status update.
I'll get the jet.
I'll pack the Go case.
I'll stay here and protect the children.
What? Aren't we all going on the mission?
We could use you in tactical command, Agent Forsyth.
And maybe the interns would benefit from...
It's not safe. Not while we have a double agent among us.
I'll take her place. I've heard the buffet there is shockingly reasonable.
Well, if you reconsider, meet us on the jet pad within the hour.
Can't we just...
No, all of you, to the interns' bay, now.
It looks like I'm running
I've
into
got
some
training
coding
exercises planned
issues.
today that are both informative and safe.
Hoping it's just the cutscenes that's
Last
doing
one
it.
there has to delouse the brain tumbler.
TV?
I'll bet those guys took Nick's body back to the mound. Yeah, I should go check and see if he's okay. He is my mentor, after all.
Check these new pins, the very latest. Let's combine that Psycore with your card so you can rank up. Sayonara, Psychic.
I might have been a bit optimistic, thinking I could get everything all ready to go before the... Oops.
Rasputin Aquato.
But you know that
I know
Nick was
your
all
name
heart
now.
anyway.
Mostly because you're late for class.
Oh yeah, I gotta check on Nick.
Scanning. Access. Granted.
Agent 33, please report to Agent Forsyth's office.
Ah.
Airmail? Airmail?
Do not crush! Fragile! Do not crush! Fragile!
I think that's all I can do with him for now. Alright, so let's head over to where we need to go, which is intern hall, I guess.
Is something bothering you?
Just thinking about Nick. You know?
Oh, that's right. He mailed that letter for you that one time, didn't he?
Almost had it. I just need to focus a little longer with my clairvoyance.
Wait, I'm a cigarette machine? Okay.
Experts agree. It's just not safe to use clairvoyance. Without my
Oh, good.
special
You're
clairvoyance
finally here.
enhancing beam-
Let me know when you're prepared to learn something.
If I may speak.
You may not. Class is in session.
Can I ask?
Please hold all questions till the end of the lesson.
Agent Forsyth, that mission
Is being handled by experienced psychonauts. Do not bring it up again.
When does class start?
As soon as you get to my classroom.
This isn't your classroom?
No. This is. So are you ready, kid?
Yeah.
And what are you ready for?
Safety.
Oh, you think the human mind is safe? Well, that's cute. And that is how you perform the advanced psychic ability known as mental connection.
Cool. Ooh, sorry. Could you repeat that?
Sorry, kid. I warned you not to be late. I'm off to attend to some fiduciary concerns. Norma, take over for me, won't you? You can practice with some of those loose ideas.
But Agent Forsyth, is it safe to leave all these thoughts out like this if you're not here?
Norma, please. It takes more than a few rambunctious children to affect the mind of a trained psychonaut.
What are you doing, weirdo?
Try not to fall asleep in my class. All right, Rapscallion. Okay, now how do I explain mental connection extremely simply?
Let me guess. We focus on an idea in someone's mind until we form a tangible connection with it.
Oh, I didn't realize you were a mental connection expert. By all means, give us a demo. Professor.
What the heck did you just do?
I said connect with the idea, not jump inside it like a hamster ball.
Sorry. Old habit from the circus, I guess.
Not only is cilantro delicious, it's affordable and easy to grow in a window box herb garden.
What the heck is that?
What?
You left a slime trail.
It's like he connected the two thoughts together.
Oh, Now you're in trouble. Hey, what's the big idea?
Looks like disgust.
Well, I'm sure it's not the first time Rasputin has created that thought in someone's mind.
Here's the steamer trunk tag.
I wonder if our beloved teacher can feel this.
Is he supposed to be doing that?
Might as well keep going.
Not only is cilantro delicious, it's affordable and easy to grow in a window box herb garden. I know cilantro reduces the risk of digestive distress, but it tastes like soap. And honestly, I'd rather have the gas.
Hey, Raz. If you can change Forsyth's opinion of cilantro, maybe you could change her mind about the casino mission.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I mean, she worries about us kids too much. It's taking years off of her life expectancy.
If you could get her not to be so worried all the time.
We could all go on a real Psychonauts mission!
Well, I don't suppose it would hurt to take a look around up there. Just see if there's any, you know, problems. Well, what's this little... Ooh, I like those.
Straight to the top!
Oh, wait. This was a terrible idea. Yeah, this was a bad idea.
Just don't...
Our Lady of Restraint Neurological Hospital. I think Hollis said she was an intern here once.
I always had my best ideas here. Let's just hope I don't run into Dr. Putz.
Maybe trying to change her mind is a bad idea.
Oh no, bad ideas can blow up in your face.
No, wait. I think that is a bad idea. This hat box needs a hat box tag. What's that sound? Yes! No room in here for any bad ideas but my own. Speaking of, I gotta catch up to Hollis and try to change her mind about the mission.
But first, I'm gonna collect all the figments. Hoping that I don't miss any of them, because I know there are points of no return. And I'm pretty sure I missed some of them when I played through on my own.
I'll take this.
Yeah, those boxes have health in it. Yay.
Ah, here's the hat box hear something.
I know I can come back here afterward. I think I'm good for now.
Oh my god, look at the size of that kid's head! Get him to radiology, stat!
You saved another life, Dr. Potts.
Oh, please. I was just doing my job.
I heard the technique you used was developed by your intern, Hollis Forsyth.
Oh, my intern? Why, yes, well, we did collaborate on that a little.
The patient will make a full recovery, Dr. Potts. All thanks to you.
Mm-hmm.
And your brilliant intern, Hollis Forsyth.
Why, yes. Well, she has been a helpful assistant. I like the look of these. This brain has made amazing progress.
Another life saved by the Forsyth method.
The Potts method? Potts? It was my invention. That intern merely transcribed my dictation.
Oh, my apologies, Dr. Potts.
In fact, I was thinking of getting rid of her.
What a dick.
Hey, I got half a mind. I've got half a mind to look for the other half. Something tells me it's not too far away. Yep.
Ha! Good luck collecting your debts after I'm dead, losers. At our current burn rate.
He develops a Forsyth method. Potts steals it. Changing minds through mental connection.
That's no good. Maybe if I move some funds around. I could postpone paying those bills, but not these. I went to school for medicine. How did I end up stressing about money management all day? Well, I just need to put those thoughts aside and focus on the children. Their safety is the most important thing. And it's not just because a lawsuit would bankrupt us right now. That casino mission would be good experience for them, but it's too risky. What if I let them go and the worst happened? Need to focus. Only one unfathomable fear at a time, Forsyth.
If Hollis associated risk with something more positive than death, it would open her up to so many more missions. I mean, life experiences. Give me your wisdom, Nugget.
Fox with sandals.
Whenever I see socks with sandals, it reminds me of my favorite German college professor.
That's it. I think I've collected
Nice.
every figment in this mine.
If the Psychonauts don't get some more funding soon, I'm going to die. That's all there is to it.
Risk with socks and sandals.
People who wear wear socks with sandals, worry about rattlesnake bites?
If Hollis wants to solve her money problems, she's gonna need to accept some risk. Oh.
I think I just figured out how to solve all our money problems.
That's not good.
Hey, Teach, what gives? I was in the middle of a sweet hookup there.
Guess what, kids? You all did so well on your lesson. How about we give your new power a test drive out in the field?
You mean we're going on the mission? For real?
Isn't that dangerous?
You know what they say, Sam. Nothing ventured, nothing brained.
I don't think that's what...
Let's roll.
Heck yes!
Cool.
Right.
Sweet.
Woo!
I'm so glad you changed your mind about the mission, Agent Forsyth. I was nervous about bringing the children, but if you feel that it's safe, then it must be.
It's crucial they find out what these delusionists are up to at the casino. With you handling tactical command, I'd say our probability of mission success has risen 35%.
I'll take those odds. Now, how long till we reach the Lady Lectopus?
We're almost there.
Agent Forsyth, how are you feeling?
Lucky.
Well, we're here. Using a false identity, we have secured a high roller suite to use as our base of operations.
Now, children, you are not to leave the suite. Like most casinos, the Lady Lactopus has a strict no psychics policy.
Weak.
We're happy for this chance to observe Agent Forsyth in action.
This level coming up is one of my favorites, just the concept alone.
We are nearing position 1. I'm moving down the primary ventilation shaft, and Dustpan is approaching the front desk. Tika? Are you there? Hollis?
Oh, yeah. Rasputin, don't sneak up on me like that. Listen, do me a favor and run up to the jet, will you? I need my dowsing goggles. I left them on my seat, I think. You wanted to be on a mission. Now here's your first objective. Fetch my dowsing goggles.
Okay, but...
Hurry! Our window of opportunity is closing.
All right, I'll be right back.
Oh, yes. Shoehorn, this is Teacup. I have you on visual.
Teacup, this is Dustpan.
I don't see any dowsing goggles anywhere. I mean, to be fair, I have no idea what they look like. I've actually never even heard of dowsing. Oh no. Agent Forsyth, where are you going? Oh no, Hollis, what did I do to you?
Rasputin, is that you?
Mia? Sasha? Agent Forsyth is missing, but don't worry. I'll find her.
Hurry, Rasputin. We're in big trouble here.
Yes, please find Agent Forsyth right away. I don't know how long I can hold on.
I'm on it. I can't go into the hotel. They have anti-psychic detectors. Hollis must have some way to hide it.
Alert. Weak psychic activity detected.
Weak?
Wait until Truman sees all the money I'm going to make.
So yeah, no, we've convinced her that money and risk, the way to make all the money issues disappear is to gamble.
Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jours. Ladies and gentlemen, place your bets.
Don't worry, Agent Forsyth. I can fix this.
Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Ladies and gentlemen, no more bets.
So yeah, this level, the concept of it is just great, and I love it.
Huh. Well, it's different. But maybe it's not so bad. Yep.
Oh, uh-oh. I did not have mental connection equipped. I didn't even see this one. Yeah, when you reassemble two brain halves, you get more health, like heart containers.
Yep.
106 here. Got 12. I think that's all of them. I will definitely come back if I'm missing something, but I think I'm okay. Oh, that's right, we're in the ambulance again.
Agent Forsyth? You know I don't like this one bit.
So now, the hospital is a casino.
Oh no! Looks like Hollis had a spontaneous change in her worldview. Unrelated to my inappropriate meddling with her thoughts. Who am I kidding? I need to find Hollis's quiet room again and break that bad mental connection I made. Mind stepping aside, buddy? This is an emergency.
No.
No, you don't mind, or like a general no to me existing?
I don't want to pull these up, damn it. Damn it. Get away from me.
Good thing we're near a hospital, so, your ghosts don't have to walk very. Oh, never mind.
Got him. Alright, time to get some figments. Checking the bushes. This is one of the levels that had the mist pigment, because there's a part that you can't get back to, which I think is kind of weird, but
Suitcase tag. Gotcha.
oh yeah, those things you need to manually hit Y to collect. I can understand why, but sometimes it's annoying. It's like just trying to
So pretty,
catch one in midair.
so wise.
Okay, I think that's all of them. At least for the front area here. I can come back to this area, which is not a problem.
New player, everybody. Deal him in, stat.
This reminds me of the old TV show Reboot. There was one episode where the GameCubes fused together.
Full recovery! You did it, Dr. Potts.
Call me Jack. Let's go for double or nothing.
Woo!
Banana?
Yep.
Banana.
Infection?
Ah, dang it.
I'm so sorry, Doctor.
Ah, well, it can't be helped. Some patients are just bad luck.
Yep.
I don't like the look of these. Yes, the heart's salvageable, but the rest?
Should we fold?
No, no, let's hold the 8 and the queen, and we'll pull for the inside straight.
Gee.
I'll just quickly pop into Hollis's quiet place and fix this mess. High Rollers Lounge? That's not good. Oh no!
Rasputin, what are you doing here?
Sorry, I didn't mean to crash your hospital casino.
Oh, everyone's welcome in the casino. Without gamblers, how else would we make any money? No, you just can't be up here because it's the High Rollers Lounge.
Wait! Agent Forsyth, I need to tell you. Ah! Ugh. What the? Oh, phew. It's just the morgue. Huh?
Yes, Rasputin?
We got a patient here. Needs emergency access.
Sorry. The table minimum in the High Rollers Lounge is, $3 gazillion.
What? How much is a gazillion?
More than you got, kid.
Okay, we got maternity, doctors only, cardiology, pharmacy, and records. So I believe records and doctors only are just like little side rooms. So I'm going to clear those out. But if people want to vote on where we're going to go first and deal with,
I think I hear some emotional baggage. I need the purse tag here.
cardiology, pharmacy, and maternity. The first one of those three things I read in the chat, I'll go do that one first. Maternity first? Okay, got it.
I like saying
I'll definitely be able to afford this, make the upgrade when I get out of here. Okay, that was records. Doctor. Quick. Over to maternity. Thought there would have been some. Oh, that's what I'm here for. Breaking Dr. Potts. So she essentially did, we did to her, to the guy who stole her research. And Truman Zanato came to help recruit her. Off to maternity. Here.
Careful, Raz.
How did you two get in here?
We followed you. We thought it would be fun, but...
It's full of babies!
Come on, looking for a little luck here.
We have to have a baby.
Or you could just, like, have a happy life together.
Oops, looks like the house takes it this time.
This time? You mean every time?
Come on, Lovey, let's try another number. We have to win eventually.
Well, this is obviously rigged, right? Adam? Lizzie? Guess they really don't like babies.
Bet generously. When your child grows up, they'll ask how much you pay.
Didn't we already use that one?
No more bets. Let's spin that wheel. Ooh, I have to remember not to stare at that thing. It makes me dizzy.
Oh, honey, this is it.
Here we go again.
How long is this going to go on?
Any moment now.
Grab this
We
quick.
have a winner. Looks like this time it's double zero.
First tag.
Forget where I saw the purse tag. Oh, it was in records, I think.
Definitely not any number with a 5.
Careful, you don't want to jinx it.
Haven't hit the gazillion-dollar number yet?
Oh, this isn't about the money.
We are already so rich.
So rich.
Yes, we just want a child. More than anything in the world.
But the confounded house always wins. I hate to say this out loud, but I have my suspicions regarding the up-and-upness of this low-down dive.
This system is rigged. Maybe I could help unrig it.
Oh, if you could do that, you could have all the money.
Yes, we don't care about that.
Because we're so rich.
Yes, very wealthy, it's true, but poor in children. Help us win a baby, and you, sir, can have the gazillion-dollar prize.
And our eternal gratitude.
Leave it to me.
Spinning time!
I know you're not supposed to say this, but money really does solve a lot of problems.
Ah, rank 30. That's what I was doing. Because you can get connected to Dark Thoughts, which are those things.
I can't seem to connect to that idea.
Damn it.
Guess I need more practice.
I knew this number was bad luck.
So in meantime,
I know it's only for emergencies, but I really feel like trying out my improved pyrokinesis.
Have no fear, my dear.
okay, so now inside the machine.
Well, of course the whole system is rigged. But I mean, I'm just one person. What could I do about it?
We can unrig this game, but you gotta believe it's possible first.
The music's also really good in this level.
Yes! Got the duffel bag tag.
Damn it. Oh. Apparently he died. Alright, cool. I don't think there's any. Nope. Okay, good.
Then again, how do we know we can change things unless we try?
And we have a winner! Looks like this time it's not 00? What?
We won!
Well, I guess miracles do happen.
You're telling us?
Oh, we are so happy.
Well, I'm dead.
Here, young man. I don't know what you did, but I'm a man of my word.
We don't need it because...
You're rich?
Yes, but we don't like to talk about it.
Oh, look at our little jackpot. When does it start fulfilling all of our unachieved ambitions?
Right after we use its identity to hide our excess taxable income.
Oh, it will be so nice to have a couple of spare kidneys around the house.
It's just a mental baby. It's just a mental baby. Okay, I got $1 gazillion.
One lucky card does not make three of a kind, sir.
All right, where to next? Pharmacy or cardiology? I'll go pick up that purse really quick.
Yep. What's that sound?
You know what, I'm gonna do pharmacy next, because that's the area that I believe I missed Figment's last time. So this is the machine that I missed it. I can't get back in here after I finish it, so I'm going to make sure I lose every single time so I get all of them.
To take her bitter pill?
Skill? It looks like it's all luck.
Oh, it is. But it takes skill to do it and avoid a serious head injury.
Oh, how do I...
Good luck!
This one is as annoying as the
Gotta remember where I parked.
Pachinko level in Super Mario Sunshine.
Careful in there.
Where's her heart?
No, 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 come on, come on, get back up. No, damn it. Back up there, come on. I'm going down then. Yeah, all the ones in here I missed.
That's looks like $1 gazillion. How are you supposed to do What a ripoff. That machine is broken.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. The Sore Losers Club is down the hall.
Wow. He looks like an injectable. But really, he's just a pill.
What are you two doing here?
You think we're going to let you go alone and get all the extra credit points?
I'm just here to gamble.
Well, stay away from this game. There's only one spot on the board that pays out, and it's totally blocked. It's like her heart is in the wrong place. Hey, I'll bet I could... Morris? Norma? Where'd they go?
Don't give up, man! You'll never win by
just a matter of betting on the right color.
Don't listen to him, Sonny. Come talk to me if you want some true wisdom.
I want another shot.
Okay, I'll just need you to bend over and...
No, at the game.
Really? Okay.
Nervous?
Really?
Good, that's good. Sometimes you need to swallow your feelings to get through life.
All right, come on, let's go. Let's go. Good. No. Oh, yep. Yeah, there we go. Oh, get that on the next one, I guess. All right, the next one. All right.
I need another.
More of the same. Here we go.
Please keep track of your valuables.
I'm gonna go for that left lung. Yeah. Oh, now we're just chaining them all together. Come on, let's go. Son of a bit. Come on. Come on. All right. Okay, back in we go. A couple more.
Chance.
Remember, no tickling.
All right. So here's. Come on. One I missed was over here. Yeah, there it is. Alright, I think that's all of them. Because once I finish this, the machine is over. It's done. Finished and over with. I think I got them all. Alright, now I talk to everyone. I go into the back of the machine and unrig it.
Sounds like you've got a method.
The secret is you have to listen to the colors. Let the rainbow of lights lead you to the pot of gold.
That doesn't sound like a smart way to make decisions to me. Maybe you should quit while you're ahead.
Who says I'm ahead? I've sunk so much money into this machine and can't just leave it all behind.
Actually, I think it's important to know when to quit, especially when playing Blue Loki with your grandma. Any luck?
Luck's got nothing to do with it, son. I win with my brains. I got math on my side. A formula for victory.
Wouldn't the wisest choice be, you know, not gambling? There are some misguided ideas floating around this room. I wish I could help them make smarter decisions.
The trick isn't just making decisions, but making the right one.
A little judgment. There's some progress.
Is it?
I wish they knew that sometimes walking away is the best choice. Whoops. Now I'm just reinforcing my old bad thought patterns. That's not going to get me anywhere.
I guess it's not really bad to quit, if it's the right thing to do at the moment.
Moderation. Isn't that a novel concept? Moderation. Now that's the real path to victory.
You know what? I think the only way to win is to know when to play and when to stop.
All right.
Swallowing your feelings sounds bad, But really, who wants to hear about those ugly things anyway?
Even though making new connections is what got me into this mess, I think making a better one here is actually the only way out. Yep.
Nope, no. The bad idea is I can't unlock yet, so I'm definitely gonna have to come back here. Oh yeah, I realized very late into the game that the chandeliers are specimen bottles, or specimen jars. It's upside down. Damn it. Come on. Are you ready to jump out of here yet? I'll have to come back regardless. Ooh, no, I see it back there. Dang it. So I need to get up there. Oh, and that's Dark Thoughts. Okay, so I can't. Yeah, so okay. No, I'm good. Okay, I can go. Damn it. Oh, good. It's convenient. Share the feelings.
You know, I think holding down all these feelings is giving me a bit of indigestion. Oh, that feels better.
Now that her heart is in the right place, I need another chance.
Of course. I mean, you can't lose forever, right?
All right, here we go.
I'm not sure this many pills is good for a person.
I'm no doctor, but I know what I like. I like that heart much better than its new look.
Alright, come on. Let's go. In. Come on. Just. No. Damn it. Yeah, there we go.
Thank you, Doctor.
I got that last figment too. Okay.
How did you do that?
A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, I guess.
Oh, you're going down all right. Once the boss finds
I wonder
out
if that's a
about this.
copyrighted
But you ain't taking me with
phrase
you.
or line.
I'm outie.
Obviously, it wouldn't be if they could use it here, unless they got permission. I don't know. Is that's Mary Poppins, right? Yeah.
Give me that gazillion. I have $2 gazillion. Please put the third gazillion on my room tab.
Sir, we are offended that you would imply that we would allow mere double gazillionaires into the High Rollers Lounge.
I'm making progress, but it's time to wrap this up once and for all. Sasha and Mia are in danger while I'm here gambling.
Cardiology. I need to make 40. Forty more figments.
And it's
are you two doing here?
Losing by following my foolish heart.
What are you thinking? Hearts is like a gazillion to one.
A gazillion to one, you say? So if I bid on hearts and won, I'd win a gazillion dollars. Right? Hey, where'd you go?
Okay, that's the last bet. Runners, to your starting gates. Prepare the patient for the exam. And they're off. Diamond, spade, and full out in front.
I think I hear something.
Oh, suitcase tag. Yay. Or suitcase, I have the tag for. Yeah. Not suitcase tag.
It's locked.
Come on. Oh, no, I didn't.
I'd like to make a bet.
Sure. Which runner suits you this evening?
I gotta follow my heart.
What? Haven't you seen the odds?
Hey, no one can lose forever, right?
You don't know hearts.
And they're off. Coming up to the finish line. And it's Diamond Days for the win.
That's weird. Most people usually win every time. Well, try again. Bye.
Okay, that's the last bet. They're off.
I'd like to make a bet.
Sure. Which runner suits you
I've
this
never bet on
evening?
any of the other ones. I'm kind of curious.
I'd like to join the winners club.
Good luck with that.
And they're off. Coming up to the finish line. And it's Spade in full, taking the trophy.
I'm sure you never win,
That's
but
weird. Most people usually.
Okay.
I'd like to make a bet.
Sure. Which runner suit?
Diamonds are a gambler's best friend.
I wouldn't know. I work for tips.
And they're off. Coming up to the finish line. Billy the Club wins the race.
That's weird. Most people use.
Okay.
I'd like to make a bet. I'm digging for luck. Spades.
Please leave all gambling jokes to the professionals.
And they're off. Coming up to the finish line. And
Diamonds.
it's Diamond Day.
That's weird. Most people usually win every
Alright,
time. Well,
I'll go
try
back
again. Bye.
and-
Okay, that's the last bet.
Yep. Hey, are you sure you should be racing?
My doctor told me I have to stay off this leg. But he's also my boss, and he told me that if I miss another race, I'll get fired.
Well, you'd better get back out there then.
Yeah, you're right. You can't change the system.
That's terrible. You're being exploited.
Aren't we all? Who am I to complain? I'm not special.
What if I raced for you?
What? You do that for me?
Yes, but I can't race looking like this.
Well, there's a changing room up there. What am I saying? That's impossible. This is just something I need to do.
Oh, different race, same runner. I can do this on my own. I don't need anybody's help. I can't need anybody's help.
I hope that's not true, because I ask for help all the time.
Aha. Uh-oh. I don't think I saw that last time. Oop. Come on, come on. Yeah. 100% half of mine collected. Yes. Uh-oh. Come on, come on. Let's go. Damn it. All right. Oh, I guess I could have just... Yeah. Oh well. Ah, dang it. It's like, what the hell? I don't think there's anything up there. Making sure I haven't missed anything.
Then again, life is more of a relay race than a wind sprint. Sometimes you need to know when it's time to pass the baton.
All I have to do now is place a bet on Hearts, and then take Hearts' place in the race.
Oh no, I'm missing 6 figments. Oh no. I don't know where those figments are.
Prepare the patient for the exam.
God damn it. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to put this one off. Unless there's a part of the, like a hallway between High Roller and the boss that I just forgot about. Damn it. I swear I got everything though. I don't think there's anything. I think I got it. Already cleared this all out. I got everything in the Palinko machine. The maternity ward, there wasn't anything extra that I... Other than the dark thoughts I can't get access to yet. Oops. Oops. Oh, there's one there I missed.
Goo goo gaga.
Okay.
I want you to feel what this feels like.
Maybe it's just not meant to happen.
Shut up!
Just a bit longer.
I know you're not supposed to say this, but money really does solve a lot of problems.
Yeah, so the emotional baggage I'll have to come back for.
Why?
I'll stay as long as it takes, you know that. But I'm also ready to go if you are.
Summer camp, what? Real work? Well, yeah, the first game, also High Cloud. The first game was, he was at a summer camp. Now he's actually at Psychonauts headquarters. Alright, get the hell out of here. I'll do a quick check at the pharmacy, and I think what I'll do is I'm going to take a quick stretching break. I set a timer for 2 hours, so I'm gonna take that now really quick. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just standing up, muting my microphone so you don't hear the no stretching. No, you need to stretch. You too. See, it's a good time to take a bio break. Get some water, move around. Shut up, move. Alright, not a long thing, but got it moved around, cracked every single vertebrae I have, so that's okay. I just got off work. Not gonna go do more tennis. How was that tennis, by the way? No, looks like I got them all. Alright, let's go race. Hopefully I'll try to find the last bit somewhere else. I don't know where that could be. And that's what annoys me. I'm not working off a guide or anything. I'm just working off of spending the extra time to go through all of it. Maybe I went too fast through some areas. Or maybe it's areas I can't get access to. I think after this world I have access to the brain, the collective unconscious, so I think... Yeah, I think I should be good.
I'd like to make a bet.
Sure. Which runner suits you this evening?
So, gotta follow my heart.
I gotta follow my heart.
You never learn, do you?
This time for sure.
Okay, that's the last bet. Runners, to your starting gates.
Oh, that's right. I have to do this.
Out in front is Heart's Content, followed up by, nobody cares.
Oh,
All
I
this
have a
crowd
double jump.
cares about is Heart's Content.
Oh. Yep.
Oops. Come on. Yeah.
And it's Heart's Content in first place. I don't believe this. A gazillion and one miracle, and you all got to see it. Even if you didn't win, you have to admit we're all winners here today.
Not me.
Oh, you're done.
No more races today.
Sorry, we're broke after that race, which reminds me.
Don't forget to tip your nurses, you cheapskates.
Sorry. The High Rollers Lounge only
Triple
admits...
gazillionaires, of course. I would belong to no lesser club. Now, let me in before I call my expensive lawyer.
Well then, please come in, sir, if you're willing to take the risk.
Agent Forsyth, I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
Aquato, I hope you're not trying to take credit for my brilliant idea for solving all the Psychonauts' financial problems.
Yes! I mean, no! I mean, I made some bad connections in your mind, and there was some sort of a bad idea chain reaction, and now...
Who are you calling a bad idea? I am the sweetest of dreams, the spirit of unbeatable optimism. I am the ultimate victory of hope over mathematics. I am the Lady Luctopus, but you can call me Lucky.
You are my own creation. I command you to stop. It sounded so much cooler when Sasha said it.
It's time to see what the cards have in store for you. But don't worry, I'm a fair dealer. Although, I do like to keep a couple of jokers up my sleeve.
Can you believe we got caught in? So embarrassing.
We can't get to our smelling salts. We can't leave her mind.
Don't let us die in here, man.
You know what happens when you die in someone's mind, right? If you die inside of mine, you pee your pants.
Get ready to play! This could be your lucky day! But I wouldn't bet on it.
If only I could get to my yo-yo.
Weak. Soon I'll feed him to my beak.
Oops.
Please don't look at that unsightly feature.
This car jail is really not cool. Fire in the hole.
Hang on, Izzy.
Nice shot, Goober.
All right, let's free the others together now.
No, you two get out of here before she cards you again. Try to wake up Agent Forsyth in the physical world.
You sure?
Yes, now beat it.
Kid's got some spirit.
I think he just doesn't want us to see him cry.
I have a graduate degree. I'm on a roll. Come on. 7. I'm back. Back in action. How much did I lose? Doesn't matter. Still in the game, still in the game. No time to walk away. After all, I still have some valuable cards here.
Agent Forsyth, with my parents.
Can it, Norma?
Ooh, I need to cover up that blemish.
Whenever I see that pink, I'm like immediately thinking of Cuphead, where you have to parry off that stuff.
Looks like it's time for a fresh date.
That was just the cover.
Oh, were you looking for that ugly hole? I have it moved.
You can do this.
Please get away from there.
Damn it. Come on. No. Damn it.
This card just says, send more cards. Please. Well, I hope you bet on bomb, because that's what you got.
I mean, sort of. Damn it. In you go.
That's my friend right there. It's about time.
That's my friend right there.
That was amazing, man. Now let's save the others.
We need to get back to the suite and help Sasha and Mia.
But
clean up the rest of your mess, okay?
Got me there, Norma.
Hit me. House always wins. everything. Hey. Okay, that time I was just faking it. Right? Right. Hey, where'd everybody go? I still have you guys, right?
You got it, Chief.
On second thought, where's my shredder?
Rasputin, hurry. Just remember,
My ink sac.
we didn't leave a tip for cardiology.
Where's my crash cart?
The hell? Oh.
Clear
That,
or don't? Fine either way, really.
get it. There we go.
Already done this twice. What's taking so long?
Feel that? That was a good one. Well, the only solution here appears to be more cards. Wait!
Come on, bomb. There we go. Oh, there's 4 of them. Oops. Oh, 5. Okay. You go.
Oh, hey, that reminds me of funny.
Dang, got it again.
Okay, you can actually borrow my board for a whole week for that shot. Woo!
You two go help the others. I just have one last thing to do.
Come on, I understand. He doesn't want his friends to see him take a life.
That's dark.
I caused this mess, and now I'm going to finish it.
Go, shooter. No, you can't kick me out. This is my casino. I'm on a roll. Why? Why would you destroy me? Me, the answer to all your problems.
Dang motorcycles.
Your problems.
What the? Who put this here? It's all wrong. It's all wrong. Tear it all down. Wait, what are you doing here? You can't see this.
Agent Forsyth, hold on. I can explain. This is all my fault. I used mental connection to change some things in your mind. To make some new connections. I didn't think...
You did what?
I'm sorry.
That explains everything. I knew I wasn't this stupid. I mean, I have a degree in mathematics, you know? I thought I was really losing it. But it turns out my only problem was you.
Wait. I can explain. You're right. I knew it was wrong the second I did it. I'm ashamed of myself. I violated your trust and very idea of what it means to be a psychonaut. I guess I'm not ready for this after all. I'll pack up my stuff.
You don't need to do that.
You're right. I don't even have any stuff to pack. I'll just go.
No. Listen. You're right about violating trust. What you did was wrong. Very wrong. But, truth is, I pulled a similar stunt once.
Really?
Only the person whose brain I messed with, I couldn't put them right again. They had to call in the Psychonauts to undo what I did. That's when I met Truman Zanotto. He taught me how to apply my powers in a responsible way. The Psychonauts, we're not here to change people's minds, Raz. Not here to fix people. We're here to help people fight their own demons. The ones they already have.
I'm sorry. I'll never do it again.
You're not at camp anymore, Raz. People could live or die on this mission. The mission!
See? Not at camp anymore. See?
Zip it and gather round, class.
Where did you...
Did you not hear the first thing I said about zipping it? Stand by for instructions. Shoehorn, Dustpan, this is Teacup.
Agent Forsyth, where have you...
Shoehorn, I reversed the main fan. Let it push you back down the vent and then climb into the hatch labeled 375H. Then move forward and take 2 consecutive rights. You'll be able to drop down directly into the office from that spot.
Teacup?
Dustpan, tell the guards you're a contractor from Halifax Security. You're here to inspect the card shuffling machine. Your clearance code is 99853. I have the real inspector trapped in the 4th floor bathroom, so avoid that area.
Roger that, Teacup.
Shoehorn, I've disabled all side detectors and inhibitors, but it's only temporary, so be quick.
Check. I'm entering the office.
This is Dustpan. I'm sweeping the guards out of the area.
The key reader is operational.
Got a room number for us, Shoehorn?
Yes, it's the North Tower Penthouse, 3896. But can we get up there if the side detectors come back online?
I have an operative in position. You and Dustpan pull out and return to the pantry immediately. Did you catch that intel, Egg Beater?
Teacup, this is Egg Beater. I'm in position and have a visual on the North Tower penthouse.
All right. Time to make the omelet.
Roger. On the move.
Your classmates are on their way to offer support. Did you not hear that last part either? I forgot to mention, Egg Beater, there doesn't seem to be any path to the North Tower from here.
Guess I'll just have to make it.
I got you, Raz. Just remember everything I taught you about rail grinding.
Does this go all the way up to the penthouse?
Up?
Uh-oh.
You know, up is more my thing, right? Take these to the top, my friend.
Thanks, Morris.
Hey, now we're even for that octopus thing.
No one's keeping score, Morris.
I am. Don't worry. I got this.
No, wait, Norma, let me get off this. Ugh. Thanks, Norma.
Anytime.
Uh-oh. More anti-science.
I always thought, I thought this one was really neat. It's the camera's up there, but I can't target it. So I have to stay in the shadow of the ceiling fan.
Clairvoyance is not a
Oh, shit.
victimless crime.
And here we go. Come on. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. There we go. Nice.
Look, I can explain.
I think that about explains it.
I really have to get one of those.
Watch out!
Egg Beater, is the omelet ready to flip?
Hey, so what's at the end of this thing?
Sam, what are you... Oh, no. Thanks, everybody. I felt a lot of psycho synergy there.
That's not a word.
Get in. I'm sending you to the penthouse. Careful, Eggbeater. We have no idea what to expect up there.
I'm ready for anything. Except that.
What? What is it, Eggbeater?
I'm not sure, but I think it must be rotten caviar.
Note it. Please continue.
Why would Nick Johnsmith have a key to this hotel room in his pocket? Is he running a caviar smuggling ring?
I had to break that.
Hey, what's back here? You gotta be kidding me. Holy mama!
More caviar.
Wow, 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 wow!
Eggbeater!
Sorry, it's just a lot to take in.
Did you find evidence of delusionist activity?
You could say that. I think I found the headquarters of the Maligula fan club. This feels like more than just a history buff. Hey, did you know Maligula's body was missing?
We've been tracking the situation, but it was her mind that was dangerous, not her body.
Yeah, but what reason could someone have for stealing... Uh-oh.
What is it? Rasputin?
I think somebody misses Maligula. A lot.
Bring us all the evidence you can find, Eggbeater. Especially anything that could help us identify the double agent in the Psychonauts.
Will do.
So yeah, that was Hollis levels. How's everyone doing? I just saw the time. I've been doing this for 3 hours. Didn't feel like that. When I first played through it, I grinded out so much because it just keeps going. It doesn't. I mean, there are some low points, but it's like
necromancy.
Want to keep going.
These books are pseudoscience mumbo jumbo.
There's nothing in these papers that identifies our double agent.
I'm afraid there's only one prime suspect right now.
Who?
Nick.
No.
The key was on his body. He has to be connected somehow.
But how could he kidnap Truman if he was in a box? Brainless.
Good point. Must be another.
By the way, where were you, Hollis, when I was trapped in...
Oh, look! We're landing! Great job, everybody! Let's regroup in my classroom for mission debriefing.
I guess I should see if I can find anything in these ridiculous books.
And I'll take a closer look at these papers. Oh, Sasha. I just don't know who to trust anymore.
I know I should show this to the others, but I want to talk to Lily about it first. Alone.
Just gonna test connection really quick while this is loading in. So you go okay. Let's see. I think still connected. Yep. CPU usage is still under like 5%, which I'm not quite sure why that is. Sure. Alright, I'll take it. And we're back in and load's finished. Nice.
I should go to Truman's office and talk to Lily now.
more importantly, I gotta get that.
Improve your networking skills with our brand new mental connection pins available.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't have enough. God damn it! All right, I gotta
I need any more gadgets right now.
dig into the soil for a bit.
Trust one to someone so young, of course.
All right, let's need to make 25. Maybe 4 more.
Scanning access granted.
All right, I got it.
Show was all. I'll get the jet.
Keep that titanium safe in a side. Welcome back. Good to see you.
All right, now we got. This is gonna make life so much easier now. The next one would probably be this one, and then some of the other ones. But now I.
Be a stranger.
If I do this,
Do we really know about this?
yeah, it jumps to me now. Yes.
Did you hear? Bringing Maligula back.
Scanning for fingerprint. Access granted.
Rasputin, may I speak to you for a minute?
Oh, but
Uh-oh.
okay.
I'm in trouble.
Is this about what happened in Hollis's mind?
Yes.
I can explain.
No need.
So now I can start backtracking if I need to. The collective unconscious.
Do you remember this place, Rasputin?
It's the collective unconscious, the shared portion of all human psyches.
I thought this might be a good place to talk about the incredible access we Psychonauts have, and the trust that goes with it.
I know. I really messed up. I thought I could fix it.
You thought you could manipulate another person's mind to bend their will to your own. There are few things worse, Rasputin. Agent Forsyth seems to feel you've learned your lesson, and that no further consequences are needed. I think she's being too lenient. Next time you find yourself in someone's mind and it occurs to you to overreach your boundaries, use this.
Smelling salts?
These will cause you to exit the brain immediately, before any damage is done. You may also use this place to return to some of the mines you've already visited, of course, if you feel there is some unfinished business there. Use the smelling salts when you feel ready to leave.
Thanks, Sasha. And I'm sorry.
Alright, I'm gonna go and clean up Watto's labyrinth. I should be able to get most of this stuff, I think. I'm gonna try and 100% as much as I can as I go along, so it's gonna be less backtracking later on. That's why I've sort of marked this off as first session, second session, so it's not like, oh, actually, you know what? I believe I did this. Aha!
He's happy to get another nugget of wisdom. Hey, little buddy. I need to get somewhere quick.
Forget what that little guy's name is, but
Thanks,
yeah,
buddy.
because the usual paths throughout the level are gone, because it's sort of like dynamic as you go through. This guy teleports you back to certain areas, but not all areas are accessible again, so. Yay! So as far as VODs go, I mean, I had some. Oh yeah, see, this is a. It would have been a cutscene here. As far as VODs go, this should. I mean, this is going to be what 3 hours long, if not longer. There might be some disconnection issues at the beginning, but
Could you give me a lift?
it was just the recap. But I think I covered, like I went back and redid whatever I needed to do after that technical issue. So hopefully that's the case. All right, so now I can just go through here. I can go over there and get that tag. Dang old poopy doubt. Take that, doubt. Now, here.
Here's the steamer trunk tag.
Be able to ride this down. And I think, yeah, I got all the figments, so there should be nothing here for me to collect.
I think I hear some emotional baggage nearby.
I think I got everything else here.
May I trouble you for a bubble?
I think poster gallery. I swear the luggage is not the luggage, the purse.
I think I hear something.
Yay!
All of Lobato's emotional baggage is now sorted. Maybe he'll be better now?
Let's double check. The hell am I missing? Nuggets of wisdom. Oh, okay. I think where that might be. Not buying this one then. No. Well, this is gonna be fun. There. Pretty sure I got everything in here. weird, freaky manatee thing all over the walls. Let's see.
Could you give me a lift?
Okay, so, I don't think it's in central office. I don't think it's in the conference room. I think it's Dental Void. Oh, it might be in the trash can. It's the only thing I can think of.
Got a little bubble juice in my nose that time.
Yeah, it's definitely here. I remember this now, because when you unzip the door, instead of going to the next area, yeah.
You're my medic now, okay?
100% complete. Okay, so I'm missing Nuggets of Wisdom, but I can't get yet. Missing 5 Figments. Oh, okay. I didn't know this was even a thing. Okay. Trying to see if I'm missing any of these. Okay, bottle. And I'm assuming the other shapes I don't have. Plus an emotional baggage I can't get at. Okay, I'm hoping I can go back and get that.
I feel like I'm finally getting the hang of these mental connections.
Rank 30. Okay. Am I at now? I think I'm at 18. Okay, so I'm just a little more than halfway. You know, gotta keep positive.
I need to get somewhere quick.
Actually, I can just fix it up, right? So I'm at my, so far, gotten as much as I could. Now I just have to progress the story, as is tradition. Just my brain's starting to shut down a bit more.
The note I found at the casino was really bothering me. I should go to Truman's office and talk to
Oh,
Louis.
I need to go get it.
I think they should give the guy a real office. He hasn't tried to take over the world in days.
Completely forgot about this place. There it is. All right.
What's up, little guy?
Saw purple. Now I don't have to go all over the place and collect them. Just come to me. It also includes health. It's gonna be really nice to have. Oh, right. I have to go.
Scanning. Access. Granted.
Lily.
Oh, I see Agent Forsyth over there.
Round up the usual delusionists.
Psychar!
Scanning for fingerprint.
Oops.
Scanning for fingerprint. Access granted.
Lily, how is he?
Oh, Raz, I can't figure out what's wrong. These plants are supposed to feed off his psychic energy and help me figure out what's going on. But they keep dying. I think his Silurian poisoning must be worse than we thought.
Listen, Lily, I have to talk to you about something I found on the casino mission. Have you been contacted by any strangers or even someone you know acting funny, trying to...
To turn me into a spy and help kidnap my dad?
Is that what you're implying?
No, but I wanted to warn you. People are going to ask.
Look, I know I talk smack about the Psychonauts and say they aren't what they used to be. And I know I'm a terrible daughter and a disappointment to my father, okay? But, oh, never mind!
Lily, hang on.
Rasputin.
Truman, you're awake. Hang on, let me tell the others.
No, Rasputin, no one must know. There's a spy among us. We don't know who to trust.
But
if the wrong person hears what I'm about to tell you, people could die.
But, Lily!
We must keep this information from her to protect her.
Truman, I don't understand. Who kidnapped you?
I only saw that psycho in the shower cap.
But Lobato must have had help. We think it's the Delusionists. And they're even trying to bring back
Maligula. It's true. That's what I was working on when I was taken.
They can't really bring her back, though, right? Sasha says it's impossible.
It wouldn't be the first time the Psychonauts underestimated Maligula's power. Listen, Rasputin. Maligula is coming back. And we only have one hope. There's one person who knows how to fight her. You need to bring him here. Bring back Ford Cruller. Can you do that for me, Raz? Can you bring back Agent Cruller and find out what he knows? Rasputin, this is a mission about the fate of the world. And I have no one else I can trust. You must bring Ford here. Can you do that?
Yes, if I can find some bacon.
I'm going to ignore that last part because it makes no sense to me. But I'm trusting that you know what you're doing. And I'm trusting that you'll tell no one, Rasputin. The fate of the free-thinking world is in your hands.
Okay, Grandhead Zanotto. You can trust me. I'll get Ford.
Good boy. Go now. We're running out of time.
Wait, how am I gonna summon Agent Cruller?
Beats me. You said something about bacon?
Oh, right. He really loves bacon. Oh. Yep.
You behind?
Yep. With that side card, I can make a side challenge marker back at the automatic.
A little fast travel system. It was a pain to find some of them in the farther away areas, but once I did, it was like, yes.
Be a rank riser, not card miser. Well, if it isn't my favorite customer. Let's combine that Psychor with your card so you can rank up.
Oh, I only have 9 cards. I thought I had 18. 18 total collected, I guess, in the area. Damn it. Okay. Oops.
No, she's dead.
Bacon.
I probably just saved a life taking this off the market.
Let's use clairvoyance. What do you see? See bacon. Hi.
Got some new gadgets available in my shop for testing. I mean for purchase.
Hi.
Totally safe. Not available to interns, obviously.
Oh. Okay. Don't mind if I help myself.
You got this, Susan.
Side challenge markers are like a hobby of mine. Yep. Hey, did the bacon delivery come in yet?
Yep, and I'm already sold out. Sorry.
What? You don't have one piece of bacon?
Well, just the one I was saving for my ferrets. Okay, you can have it. It fell on the floor anyway.
I don't mind.
Gross. Okay, I'm closing up shop. Enjoy your dirty bacon, kid.
Well, here goes nothing. I'm not sure if you're still a psychic stowaway inside my head, Ford. But if you are...
Oh, yeah, it's from the first game.
Ooh, is that honey pepper boar bacon? Oh, I haven't had that since my days back at headquarters. Rasputin, what are you doing back here? I'm not supposed to be here. Oh, but I do miss the old honey pepper.
We need you here, Agent Cruller. Grand Head Zanotto asked for you himself.
What's that? Oh, you found Truman. Oh, good job there, Rasputin.
Yes, and he says you're the only one who can help us fight Maligula.
Maligula?
Yes, someone's trying to bring her back to life, and there's a mole in the Psychonauts, and we have a ton of work to do.
Yes, work to do. Shoes to clean, hair to cut, mail to sort.
Now, if you don't mind, Agent Cruller, I'm just gonna take a quick peek under the hood to see what we're dealing with here.
Oh, sure, kid. Knock yourself out.
So I believe this is where the game starts branching itself out. There's the mailroom, there's the bowling alley, and then there's the...
Interesting.
That's what it was.
Campfire at Whispering Rock. I haven't been here for days.
Oh yeah, it's only been like 3 days since Psychonauts 1, but 15 years between first game and second game.
Ha! Here's the top to that spot, and a little torch.
Torch.
So it was Ford Cruller in his prime. That's more like it. Compton Boole, grandfather of my friend Dogen. Now, I hope I get to meet Cassiopeia someday. I have some questions about her book. Here's Lily's great uncle Bob. Man, that beard must have taken forever to carve. Aw, poor Helmut Fullbear. I guess I'll never get to see his famous psychotacy. Automint. That's right. There were 7 stumps at camp. Lucretia Mux. Huh. Wonder why she's not included in the Psychic 6. I mean, I guess because that would make it the Psychic 7. But still, she must have been important, or Ford wouldn't have carved her.
Okay. Oh, all right.
There's a note to Ford in here. Looks like it's from Otto Mentalis, Cruller. I think it's time we add a third psychic to our research team. Her name is Lucretia Mux. She's hoping to get out of Grulovia, where her husband was just killed in the war. I know you have concerns about hydraulic mining, Ford, but with Lucretia's powerful hydrokinesis, we could wash the Titanium out of these caves in no time. I feel like the two of us have been digging forever, but with Lucy's help, I feel like I see a light at the end of the tunnel. Ooh, this is worse than I thought.
Well, I seem to remember the inside of your mind wasn't so neat and tidy either.
Agent Cruller, I'm here to help. I want to unshatter your mind.
Ah, don't bother. I've tried for years. Whoever dropped the kablooey on this mine really didn't want to put back together again. And to tell you the truth, there were some parts of this old brain that weren't doing me much good anyway. Who needs to think about the past all the time, eh? Some memories are best left alone. Now let's get out of here before that bacon gets cold.
But Ford! Now, I'm not saying it will be easy, but let's just go see Truman, and I'm sure he'll... Agent Cruller? Ford? Oh, man. I need to find him before I report back to Truman. What was that work he said he had to do? Something about mail? And hair? And shoes?
How did he know where Nick's body was?
What happened to your hair?
Scanning.
old guy in the
Access granted.
Agent Cruller, it's me, Raz. Permission to enter?
Negative. Senior staff only.
Ford, it's me.
And who are you?
Don't you realize who I am?
Wait. If Nick John Smith is mentoring interns, he must be senior staff, right?
I'm telling my dad.
I should talk to him. Oh, no. Mr. John, hang on, Nick. I'll get you out of there.
There now?
There you go, Nick. Now stay away from these machines. Hey, Nick, you're senior staff, right?
Pony?
Can you help me get into the back room? I need to talk to Agent Cruller.
Flat rate.
Look, Nick, I have a wild idea. Bear with me. If I get you a loner brain of equal or greater value to your own, then you help me get into the back room. Plus, I'll bet the loner brain will keep you safe from all this machinery.
First class.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. Now, where can I find a brain? That's one Agent Cruller located. Need to find the other two before I regroup with Agent Zanotto.
Mail, shoes, and hair.
In a couple of frames.
Agent Cruller, I need to talk to you.
Sorry, Senior League hours. Only members of the Senior League allowed.
Doesn't look like there's much left of the Senior League, except for Compton Boole? No kidding. Huh. Under office number, it just says psycho-isolation. Why would his office be in psycho-isolation? Guess I need to get out there to find out. 2 forts down. Only one more to find before I can go back to Truman.
Sorry, booked up all day.
can wait.
You sure as shampoo can, but unless I get a cancellation, you're out of luck.
That's the final Ford. Time to debrief Truman. I think I'm gonna need his help.
New guy in the salon.
No, there is one good thing about Maligula coming back. What? There'll definitely be approved more overtime.
Granted.
Now, how's everyone doing this Friday so far? Just hanging out. I realize I haven't said a lot recently. That's because a lot of cutscenes, and I don't want to talk over. I'm gonna go back and double check the VOD, and it's just me apologizing for not talking. The only time I talk is apologizing for not talking.
Truman.
Hope the game's interesting for people so far.
We're alone.
Where's Cruller?
I got him to the base, but now he's locked in the bowling alley, and also the mailroom, and the hair salon.
Sounds like he's reverting to some old behavior. He's no good to us like that.
I think I can help
Nice.
if I could just get closer.
Multitasking.
To get closer, I need to do some stuff outside the base.
Put your head near this brain... thing. I should be able to... There! Full access. That should let you search the whole place, inside and out.
Okay. I'll try to get Ford and bring him back here.
No, Raz. You're going to find Ford Cruller, and you're going to fix him. You're going to make Ford Cruller whole again. This is just another mind in torment, Raz. It needs a psychonaut to fix it. And I believe in you, Raz. I know you're ready for this.
Yes, sir, Agent Zanotto. I won't let you down. I'll put Ford back together again.
Godspeed, Psychonaut.
Okay. So there's a couple things like I could do sort of in a certain order. Most of it I can do in any order, but I know doing the mailroom stuff gets me another power that's really handy to have, as well as dealing with my family. I mean, running into other people and then dealing with them. Not my family. Forget I said that. Damn it.
Rasputin Delgado, please report to the front desk. You have a visitor.
What?
Rasputin Avocado, you have multiple visitors waiting for you in the reception area.
Someone is here to see me?
Scanning for fingerprint.
Dad?
Rasputin, my boy, tell me, son, did you show them? Did you show them all?
Well, yeah, we rescued Truman from the kidnappers, so I guess?
That's my boy. So I suppose that means you're running this whole place now.
Dad, what are you doing here?
What? Well, we're here to support you, son.
We?
Of course. You really opened my eyes about the whole psychic thing, son. I'd been acting like a fool, I know that now. But your mother, I knew she'd need more convincing. She's not, after all, like us. Psychics, I mean.
You don't have to whisper that here.
So, I thought if she saw where you were working and met all your new friends...
My mom's here.
Son, the whole family is here.
Oh, no.
been practicing your acrobatics?
He's definitely let his muscle tone suffer.
Hey, hey, hey!
I think he's put on a little weight.
He's not as flexible as I'd prefer. Pull harder.
Just what is going on out here? Rasputin, stop goofing around and explain yourself. Who are these people?
We are the Aquatos! Traveling thrill givers and practitioners of the acrobatic arts!
Great. Well, this is a highly restricted area. The campgrounds are over the hill. Now, if you wouldn't mind hauling that wreck off our landing pad.
What did you say?
If it's too much trouble to haul it, I could always burn it for you.
Please, excuse us. We are Rasputin's family. We've come here to support him, not get in the way. We'll move our caravan to the campgrounds.
I want to play in the jet.
Maybe your brother can give us a tour later. Whenever he's ready, he knows where to find us.
Bye, Pooter.
That was the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
All right.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, I want to put a boat slab.
Oh.
Scanning for fingerprint. Access granted.
Nice to see you again, Rasputin. And you've managed to stay clothed. Very good.
Wow. Look at all these gadgets.
Gadgets?
Sorry, machines. Psycho-reactive technology?
Rasputin, I thought you would recognize these for what they are. These are dreams. Where do you think machines come from? They spring forth from the human imagination. They are human thought made real. I invented that one when I was angry. When I designed that one, I was sad. That one, I was just hungry.
Incredible.
Glad you like them. You know, I'm not supposed to check out equipment to interns, but Agent 9 seems to put a lot of faith in you, my boy. So, if you'd like to try one out, just let me know.
Oh, man. Agent Mentalis?
Yes, Rasputin?
Well,
Oops.
Agent Mentalis?
Yes, Rasputin?
Got any cool devices to lend out?
Shh! Interns aren't allowed to check out my devices. But if you were to take your time, say, delivering one of these to Sasha or Mia, well, that would be none of my business. This one is a thought tuner. Use it to find stray thoughts floating around the world. And this psi-enhanced camera is for creating photographic memories. I'd train you how to use them, but that would only increase my legal liability. Have fun. And thanks for delivering those items to Sasha and Mia.
Well, I ought to let you get back to work.
Very, very humorous.
Some things never change, I guess. Card! Got a side card.
I found this area. I was trying to climb up there and like cheese my way across. It worked. And then I was like, oh, this is how I was supposed to actually do it. Grab the brain. I really wish I backed this. I don't remember when the backing or the Kickstarter
So many
started.
brains.
All voluntarily donated upon death. I have all the paperwork somewhere.
These people are all dead?
Their bodies are, and their brains are no longer capable of thought. But I've preserved them here, in the brain frame.
What for?
Experiments.
Ew. Really?
No room for the squeamish in psychic science, Sonny. The mind is the final frontier of humanity, and we've only begun to explore its mysteries. That is, after all, the true mission of the Psychonauts. Someday, my brain will live here, and yours too.
What?
Should have read that NDA more carefully.
So yeah, the Hall of Brains. These are all backers, I'm assuming.
Damaged. What's that smell?
Unprocessed wax.
Too big for Nick. That one looks a little soggy. Doesn't have the oblongata I'm looking for. Ouch. No thank you. Hey, this one looks not bad. Not bad at all.
Oh, it's like a gumball machine.
Probably been a long time since you've had a visitor. I hope you don't mind pop-ins. Maybe I'm too late. Doesn't seem to be any life left here. Oh, hello. Can you hear me? My name is Raz. Who are you? How long have you been in here? What's your name?
Sorry. Oh, you. Sorry, I just haven't talked in such a long time. Oh my gosh, is that my voice? Is that what I sound like? What do you sound like? Oh my gosh, who are you? Are you not me?
My name is Raz.
Words. Words? You're saying words to me? What was that non-word sound I just made? Am I dying? No, not dying. I feel alive. Very alive. Who are you? Who am I? Am I anything? Am I everything? Am I God? Oh, I'm not sure, but I feel like I might be God, or the universe, or the ultimate cosmic oneness, or something in that jam. Am I right?
Well, basically right now, you're kind of a brain in a jar.
Huh?
But if you can remember your name, we might be able to find out what happened to your body.
I can't remember much of anything.
I believe you are suffering from extreme sensory deprivation. Years with no physical input has caused your memory and identity complexes.
Yeah, sure. No worries.
Oh,
I do appreciate you tuning in.
I happen to know of a body that needs a brain right now to keep it out of trouble. If I were to place you in that body, you would start to receive fresh sensory input, which could trigger some of your lost memories.
See ya.
Let's do it. Wait, what's a body? Aren't we all one?
I'll be right back.
What? Where can you go? This is everything.
I promise to be quick. While I'm gone, you try to remember stuff.
Okay, but please hurry. I'll try to remember when I created the universe.
destroyed it.
If I put this brain into Nick's body, I think I'd be helping them both out. As well as helping me to get into the mail clerk's private office. Come with me, handsome. Have brain will travel. Back to the mailroom to put it in Nick's head.
You shouldn't be back here. It's not safe. Also, personal bubble.
I'm getting the sense there's some stray thoughts in your time. Found some thoughts. Thanks, Thought Tuner. Come with me, Side Challenge Marker. Yep, ho! Better not be any lake monsters in here.
Oops.
Is that straight thoughts I'm thinking of? Don't be shy, little thoughts. Thoughts! Straight thoughts! That's one rank up for me.
Wonder if counts at
One new home for
because there's like a apparently does. Okay. Just in case I get blocked. But I'm pretty sure it's songs they made for this game.